doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L Podcast.
Rocking and rolling. And Kid, what's happening, my boy? What's going on, man?
Not much. How about you? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. You've been super prolific, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You produce a lot of great content. You're gathering a fan base.
Mm-hmm.
I think first time I seen you, you're working with Cluner.
Yeah, Cluner's like the first guy that put me on for real. Like, I for real had like no audience before Cluner put me on. Like, he just saw some random music video I did on YouTube, I think, and he just DM'd me. So he was like, working with him was like the first time I had like a for real audience. Yeah. Like, that was the first time I got any type of views outside of just like sending music videos to my friends and shit. Like, yeah, Cluner definitely is the first dude to put me on. Yeah,
it definitely helped you build a fan base, because I think you guys are in the same kind of line as, you know, you work in hip hop, you work in the music scene, and you're making, it's more comedic than it is serious, obviously, like the music. It's not like you're dead serious, like street rap type shit. So
yeah.
It stands out more. Obviously, you know, ethnicity wise too, you stand out a lot because people are like, I think it's rare people see somebody that looks like you that raps. It's super common.
Yeah.
But when I was listening to the bars, I was like, this dude is fucking hilarious. Like on some Rio type shit where like you think of the funniest shit.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
And sometimes it's not even about the bar connecting fully. Sometimes it's just about taking somebody on a journey through a song and just like having a joyful experience while you're listening to this shit. So talking about you, man, where you from?
I'm from West Bloomfield. Yeah, I mean that's also the part of the reason why this shit's like not serious. Like, I'm making jokes and like I'm not taking it too serious, because like I'm not like from the streets and shit. Like, I don't pretend to be something I'm not. So like I'm just being myself. So like, yeah, everybody knows I'm from the suburbs. Like, everybody that I work with knows that. Like, everybody knows I'm not on like some street shit. So like, yeah, that's like also why it is comedic, because like I'm not taking myself too seriously, because I don't need to, you know, like try and prove something that I'm not.
Exactly. And that's why it works, right? Because sometimes people will try to, you know, they'll come from the suburbs or whatever area, and then they'll actually try to come on hard. Like they're serious, and it's like, yo, like, chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
But you took a great approach to it. What was your life like growing up?
It was chill. Like, I just had like a typical suburban life. Like, yeah, I grew up in West Bloomfield, just like, I don't know, like a typical high school, middle school experience. Like, I went to school, went to college. So yeah, I'm finishing up college right now.
What'd you major in?
Neuroscience.
Neuroscience?
Yeah.
That's insane. My cousin went to neuropsychology.
Okay.
He had like a really interesting, he was always into psychology growing up, like our whole lives. And then one day he was like, man, I'm so tired of being a part of a puzzle that I'm never going to see, like a piece of a puzzle, I'm never going to see the end product to it.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're studying, you're doing all this studying to figure out, you're doing research, you know, all this time. And it's like, do you ever see your research come to fruition? Like if you start studying Alzheimer's or start studying something in the brain, your discovery can take 100 years before it actually like matters in the world. So he was like, I don't want to wait 100 years to see if my work meant anything or my research meant anything.
Yeah.
What's your angle of neuroscience? Like, does it intrigue you?
I just think it's super interesting. Like, I've always been interested in medicine and like psychology in general. So like neuroscience is just the path that I find interesting. Like, I'm not like one of those people that's like in college because their parents want them to be in college. It's just like doing bullshit. Like, I do like enjoy what I study. Like, I think it's cool. Yeah. Like, I just think it's interesting. So yeah, that's why I just chose it, because it's interesting.
What are you getting? Like your bachelor's or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a bachelor's in science. Yeah.
Cool.
Bachelor's in science.
When did you get in the studio for the first time?
Let's get real. You don't know what the hell you're doing as an artist. You have all the talent, a little clout, but no motion. That's because you don't know what the hell you're doing. I know it's harsh, but it's true. That's why we developed the Artist X strategy. It includes one-on-one sessions with hip-hop and entertainment moguls that will walk you through this hurricane we call the entertainment industry. You can receive coaching, music and social media analysis, and networking opportunities. Message kid.l.video on Instagram to learn more. Guys, stop traveling in the wrong direction. With an in-depth analysis, one turn can literally turn your career around.
Like a for real studio, or just saying like rap?
Yeah, either way.
I think I started rapping like probably my sophomore year of high school. So that's like 6 years ago now. But the first time I've been in a studio for real was I was in New York with like my brother, because my brother used to live out there. So I used to go visit him, and one of his boys like worked in the music industry. So he was like the first person to bring me into a studio for real. But yeah, the first time I just like started going to studios consistently because of like people I've been working with.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And when you were in New York, did you get to like run into anybody? Did you like get to collaborate or anything?
Not really. That was also like before I had views for it. Like he just kind of took me on like some like little bro type shit.
So and I know that rapping isn't just the only thing you do. Obviously, you scratch a little bit, right? You mess with the DJ kit a little bit. Yeah,
DJing is like what got me my first big audience. So like I kind of built the DJ audience on TikTok, and then I've like started to funnel it into the rap shit.
Yeah, because you get some serious views with your DJing.
Mm-hmm. That's like how I got my first like viral moments and shit.
Yeah, it's excellent stuff too, man. That shit's awesome.
Thank you,
I love all the Flint rappers that you mix with and all the stuff that you do. It's really fucking cool shit.
Yeah, my biggest like I guess my second biggest mix was like with a Rio song. So that was like I'm glad that I got to like one of my biggest moments was with like Michigan artists. Like I think that's.
Do you know if Rio got a chance to hear it?
I don't know. He might have. That's like the biggest. Like that was one of the biggest mixes of last year, if not like the biggest. Like I think the sound actually got taken down, which is like annoying as hell. But it had like I think when it got taken down, it had like 200, close to 200,000 videos on it, and like the first couple hundred had like millions of views. So it's like that sound probably got like hundreds of millions of views, like literally. So
Jesus.
But that was he was still like locked up when that was popping off. So I don't know if he would have got to hear it or if he would have got to hear it now. But I don't know. I hope so. It was a cool mix.
Yeah, like all the stuff you do for the Rio collaborations is awesome. And I'm always like, man, I should just like see if I could send this to like Grams or somebody to get it to him. But talk about when you're first building your fan base through like scratching, DJing, and producing these sounds and everything like that. How did you like learn the tools?
Oh, I just bought. Like I just looked up like YouTube videos on what is the best DJ set to buy, and then I bought it, and then I watched like, my friend Kyle actually taught me like how to DJ for the first time. My friend Kyle, he goes to Michigan State. Him and my friend Louie, they like shoot all my videos. So if you see like any of my music videos, like 99% of the time they're shot by either Kyle or Louie.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, Kyle was just like at my apartment one time, and he had his DJ set. That was before I had my own. And he just like taught me like how to like he just like told me what like every button means and shit like that. So he actually taught me how to DJ, and then I bought the set, and then I kind of just like was self-taught from there. I don't think I really looked up like tutorials on how to DJ. Like I kind of just figured it out by myself from there.
Yeah, I feel like you're a natural artist, right? Because even earlier you said that, like you do your own paintings and stuff like that. And
yeah.
You seem natural when it comes to flowing and rapping and articulating, and then you're also able to produce musical sounds. It's like you have a knack for just creative talent with music and entertainment, right?
Yeah. It's just fun. Like I used to draw and like paint when I was little. Like I did that like way before music. That was like when I was like 8 is when I started doing that, probably like or like even before that. So I've always been doing like artistic stuff just because I think it's fun.
It's dope, dude.
But yeah.
Yeah, so when you're building up the producer end of it or creating these sounds and everything like that, how far did you get it before you really started getting onto the microphone and rapping yourself?
Yeah, I've been rapping like the whole time I was doing the DJ stuff. It's just been a matter of like how do I push that audience into the rap shit, which I've like just recently been able to do like over the past couple months.
Yeah.
But I would say I was definitely focusing on DJ content for like probably a good year. Like I would say pretty much all of 2024 was mostly DJ content. And then I think towards the end of the summer, like August and stuff like that is when I started like trying to push people over to the rap shit, which people also like didn't want to at first, obviously, but that's just like how it goes. But yeah, I think I started like actually getting an audience in terms of rap, like probably in August, and I've just been keeping it growing from there. And then I think in like the past like 2 months is when it's gotten its biggest.
Yeah. It's pretty cool to see. I think I hit you up last year to come on the show, like early last year.
Yeah, I think you hit me up when I did like one of the songs with Kluner I did.
Yeah.
I
remember I was like, this is legendary, need to get him on. And then I think recently I hit you up again because my cousin, Latency, he's like a YouTuber. He's like, yo, he DM'd me. He's like, yo, bro, it's the Indian baby Tron. You got to get him. And I was like, I know him, bro. I was like, oh, yeah, of course. It kind of re-sparked my idea. I was like, let me get this guy back on because it's hard to find guys like you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, anomaly to find somebody who spits the way you do, flows the way you do. Obviously, like we said, too, the background, too. Like what background are you?
Well, I'm Indian. My parents are both from India.
Yeah, so it's like it's very rare to find that. I had a friend named Bobber. He still raps.
Okay.
You know Bobber? Bobber.
No,
he
no.
used to go by Bobber Harry, but Ricky Bobber and all these names. But
Okay.
yeah, he's Indian too. He was Muslim. We used to
Oh,
shoot
that's cool.
Yeah, we used to shoot at his mosque music videos. It was crazy.
Oh, that's sick.
yeah,
that's
he got
sick.
a song with 2 Chainz. It was crazy.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, I was shooting music videos with him for like 8 years. Yeah, he was like an Indian rapper and stuff, and it was fucking good, man.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't heard of him, but that's
Yeah.
dope.
But like I think like in the Indian scope of things, I think like Nav is like.
Yeah,
Probably
Nav is
the
definitely
big-
like the guy. Like
Yeah.
everybody knows Nav, but yeah.
Is there
Nav's the
anybody
guy
else
for-
besides Nav that kind of like got to that far or like?
Not that I know of. I might just not be hip to it.
Yeah.
But not that I know of. But yeah.
Was it, I come from the Middle Eastern background too, so I know
Mhm.
Obviously the Middle Eastern culture is very like stern when it comes to career decisions or anything. How was your family response to you starting rap music?
It's cool. Like, I mean, I'm still in school and shit, so it's not like I'm quitting on anything. Like, I'm just doing everything at the same time. So
Yeah.
it's not like I dropped out of college to be a rapper. Like, especially at this point, that'd be kind of dumb. Like, I don't have that type of motion yet that I could do that.
Shit.
But yeah, like I'm still in school, so it's not like I'm not in school and shit. So it's fine. Like they think it's cool, whatever. Like,
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. You never know though, man. Like anything can happen at any time, bro. Like people are
like,
looking for fresh new takes on stuff, and you are
Mhm.
like a fresh new take on the game.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Very interesting stuff. Especially now, it's like everybody. Some people want to hear more. They don't want to hear things so serious all the time.
Mhm.
I think that's why GMAC Cash found a lot of success. It's
Yeah,
because-
G-Max legendary for sure.
yeah, he came from the streets and everything like that, but he was able to produce music that you could just enjoy and not.
Yeah,
like-
it's just fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. It don't gotta be too serious. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man. Can you talk about the first song that you felt made people become fans of you?
I think like recently, Can't Believe It's Not Butter.
Yep.
I dropped that like it's probably a couple weeks to a month at this point now. But I think people like really responded to that song like differently. Like I've had songs do well or like people think it's funny or whatever, but I think that's when that song like I think made a lot of people start taking it serious and being like, oh, he could actually like he can rap for real or just like I think that just garnered a lot of new attention. And like I had like a lot of like rappers and shit hit me up and just be like, yo, you're tough, like I fuck with it, keep going. So I think that was like a different point. I think the first time I got views though, I dropped this song Skip Bayless, like I think that was in August or something like that, August of 2024. That was like the first time I think I got like a good couple 100,000 views on a video. So that was like the first time I think people actually like thought was cool or funny. But I think Can't Believe It's Not Butter was just like a different level of response. Like I could just feel it. Like people like respected it in a different light. And because I think people not only thought it was funny, but they actually like liked the song too. Like I think Skip Bayless, it's like a funny song, but like realistically, I know people aren't like bumping that song. Like people don't listen to it for real. But I think like Can't Believe It's Not Butter, like people actually like fuck with that song, and they also think it's funny.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same thing that happened with Cluner. Like he had a lot of songs that were like comedic and stuff, but then he had songs that were like, no, man, I actually like listening to the song too, even though it's like kind of funny and silly or whatever the case might be. It's like a cool lane to be in, man. You get to have like JJ Icefish was the one who really broke open those doors for that sound, right?
Yeah.
He kind of took it to a different level as far as like sounds and stuff, so it's a little more out there, but
Oh, he's a legend for sure.
he's a legend for
Yeah.
sure. But I think he's probably the one who started this shit, kind of, right? Like, did JJ Icefish start this shit?
He was definitely one of the first people, like, especially because I think like people didn't even know he was joking. Like when like I think that was like people thought he was being dead ass, so that's why people thought it was like so funny because they just wanted somebody to clown on.
Yeah.
So I think like people thought he was being dead ass like on old school YouTube and shit. So I think that's why it popped for him. But like, yeah, him and like there was a couple like old like YouTube guys that I think kind of started that lane.
Yeah, there was like a dude, that guy who made the song Welcome to India. That song, you ever hear that song?
I don't think so.
You had to have heard that song.
Damn.
Welcome to India.
I might be able to recognize if you played it. But I don't
Bro,
know
the
by
guy's
name.
name was fucking Rudakrishna.
Oh, that's funny.
Like instead of Ludacris, it was Rudakrishna.
Oh, that's funny.
It was fucking hilarious.
That's sick.
Yeah, that was his rap name, Rudakrishna. It was fucking. Oh, I was like, is this guy fucking serious right now? But
That's funny.
he was like this young Indian cat. This was a long time ago, dude.
Yeah,
this was like
yeah,
early
no, it's
2000s.
Yeah, it's like old YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that was one of the first parody raps I'd ever heard. And then I think the person who really broke open the doors for parody rap, like on a massive level,
Mm-hmm.
was Weird Al Yankovic.
Mm-hmm.
He took it. You ever heard of Weird Al before?
No, that might be like a little too old for me.
Yeah, Weird Al destroyed the industry with that. You should check him
That's
out.
sick.
He-
Oh wait, no, Weird Al. I do know Weird Al.
Yeah, Weird Al. Like he made.
I got thrown off by the last name. I don't think I heard that, but I know Weird Al. Yeah.
He made like Gangster's Paradise, but he called it Amish Paradise.
Yeah. I know that.
White and nerdy and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He took it to the mainstream of parody rap. Like that's hard.
Yeah,
to
I remember
fucking
that.
get to.
I remember that.
But now it's kind of like, you know, my cousin kind of like he was being funny, but he said like the Indian Baby Tron, and it's like it's an interesting time because that's what's big now is that type of music. Like Babytron's music is what is kind of in right now. It's like not totally for the masses, but it has mass appeal to some degree, but also a very, very big niche audience.
Yeah.
Like a very big niche audience.
Yeah. But it's also cool because it's like when you're not like super, like when you're not super mainstream, I think people like identify with it more. Like the people that fuck with it just like really fuck with it. Like it builds, I think when it is like so niche, like it builds like a cult fan base, which is fun. Because it's like people will like come up to me and like tell me like how much they really fuck with it. And I'm like, damn, I didn't even realize like people actually care that much. Like I just thought it was like funny. Like I just thought it was like it was just some shit I was doing for fun. Like people will like tell me like I don't know how much like how much they love my videos and shit. I'm like, oh, like thank you, that's cool. I didn't even know like people actually cared.
How often do people approach you?
It depends on where I'm at. Like when I'm in, I get recognized in like East Lansing a lot, just because I shoot a lot of my videos at Michigan State. So like if I'm out in East Lansing, I get recognized a lot. It's happened like a little bit in Ann Arbor too. I think it started to happen. It happens sometimes in Detroit, but like I doubt it would happen outside of Michigan just because my shit's so local. But yeah, just like in I think it's like a lot in college towns and like Detroit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's usually like if I'm at like a bar or something, people would say what's up. But
did that make you popular in college, like the music?
What do you mean? I mean, I guess it's not like popular, but yeah, people like know who I am. Yeah.
Yeah, but like people fuck with you. It's not like people are like fuck that guy.
Oh yeah, no.
Like,
People like it. People like it. Like
Yeah.
I haven't encountered any real life haters. Like obviously there's haters on the internet, but like everybody that's approached me like in real life has been super nice.
Yeah, it's dope, man.
But yeah.
What's the newest projects you've been working on?
I've been working with like a lot of new people. Like I got some shit coming up with Sweet.
734 Sweet.
Yeah, 734 Sweet. Yeah. Me and RJ have been in the studio also, and then I've had some shit with Danny. I mean, I'm sure we'll keep working in the future and shit, but yeah.
Yeah, Danny's like fucking. He works here too. It's like
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he works at Parody.
Yeah, me and Danny have done a few songs. Yeah, I just did some shit with Sweet. Me and Sweet are definitely gonna work some more. And yeah, I've been in the studio with RJ, but yeah, I'm just connecting with new people because like this is the first time I've had like people reaching out to me trying to work. So yeah, I'm definitely trying to work with new people. But yeah, I'm always working on music. So
that's a good hub of people for you to be around, right? Like if you talk about Skid and Sweet, and RJ, and I'm sure eventually we connected with Tron and everybody like that. It's like a good hub of people to be around because you guys are all kind of teeter-tottering with the same type of thing. You have a niche audience, right? And it's not street stuff. It's like maybe you know what I mean. So it's like a good niche to be a part of, you know. Yeah,
it's cool. Like like all our audiences are all super overlapping. Like me and Sweet's audiences are basically just like the same audience. Like people have been asking me to work with him for a while too. So it's perfect that he's down. So yeah,
him and Skid are fucking hilarious together. If you just look at them, it's like what the fuck these people.
Yeah, they're funny as fuck. Yeah. They're cool as hell in person too. Like they're really nice people. So yeah. Everyone I've worked with has been like super cool.
Skid's been on here before, and I met Sweet a long time ago. I don't remember why, but I remember just thinking to myself like, you're gonna blow up. You just gotta stay. Just keep going. It's gonna happen. That's I hope these young cats, man, coming up just like stick to it, you know, because no point in stopping anytime. Like Kluner's trajectory is pretty interesting because it's like he has this huge spike with Farmington, right? King of Farmington, and then it's like it slows down, but then he picks it up a little bit with a song with Sada, and he picks it up with a few singles that he drops and everything. Then it slumps, but then it comes right back up again, and it's like eventually it can just skyrocket out of fucking nowhere.
No, Kluner's like the ideal when you talk about consistency. Like I know how long he's been doing it. Like he's been doing it for like way longer than I've even been rapping. So like I definitely have a lot of respect for Kluner. And he's just like a super nice guy too. Like, yeah.
I thought he was when I thought he was slow when I was gonna meet him, which was very interesting. And I realized like he's actually a smart. Actually, I thought he was playing a prank on me.
Okay.
I thought he was slow.
Okay.
And then I was like, is he slow or is he just a chill ass guy?
No, he's just chill as fuck.
He's a chill ass fucking
He's
guy.
like super nice too. Like especially when he was like one of the first people reaching out to me. Like he's one of the only artists that's like will be bigger than you and will reach out to you. Like, I really respect that, because it's like, if I have like a video with a couple hundred views, like there's no reason for an artist that's like super big to be reaching out to me and be like, yo, let's do a track. So like, I'll always have like a ton of respect for him, because he just like does shit because he wants to. It's not always about like, oh, like, am I going to get some money out of this, or am I going to get some views out of this? Like, he just does shit because he likes to.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he's a super nice guy, and like everybody I've worked with has been super nice. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Detroit, like, you know, this area, when you scout out somebody that you know has talent and you want to work with, you just reach out to them and you work.
Mhm.
There's no point in like waiting or just like sitting around, you know. These days.
Yeah.
You know, the scene's scary right now because we're not seeing new people anymore.
Mhm.
It's kind of like you're just seeing the same people kind of recycle.
Mhm.
So anybody that's a fresh new take is like, all right, man, let's fucking work like immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wish you could say the same. I wish the comedy scene was a little bit like that. The comedy scene's a little tough out here.
Mhm.
I used to date a girl that lived in West Bloomfield.
Oh, for real?
I went to we used to go to Samurai Sushi.
Oh, that place is sick. I
Yeah.
love Samurai Sushi. You've been to what's it called? The one dessert. You've been to Sweet Dreams?
Yes.
Sweet Dreams is legendary.
Yeah, Sweet
I love
Dreams is
Sweet
awesome
Dreams.
too. We used to go to this Italian restaurant. I forget the name of it, but it was
Okay.
connected to another sushi restaurant that was called what's the one that starts with an N in West Bloomfield?
Oh,
not
no.
Naruto, but something like that.
Okay.
They have great sushi in West Bloomfield.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Samurai's legendary
Sushi
for
Samurai
sure.
is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Samurai Sushi is insane.
Mhm.
I was gonna propose to her at that sushi restaurant, but we ended up breaking up.
Oh no.
I was gonna have a violin pull up.
Damn.
Pull out a sushi cart with like, "Will you marry me on that bitch?" But then she cheated on me, son. You know
No.
how it goes. Yeah, you know how it ends, man.
It happens to everyone.
Yeah.
It's okay.
You ever got cheated on?
No, not like for real, no.
Oh, like you never had like a serious relationship.
I mean, I ain't have receipts. I didn't have receipts. But,
Oh yeah, you've been in the
but-
game, but not to the point
Yeah.
of getting cheated.
I got done dirty, but I ain't got like straight like, you know, textbook cheated on. No.
Yeah. Sometimes this stuff just slowly ends and nobody says it, and then it's
Yeah.
like they slept with somebody. It's like, all right, bro, that's not the same thing as cheating, exactly.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, I haven't got like, textbook definition like fucked over now. But you know, I hope I don't have to.
Everybody has to go through it, man.
I hope not.
It's a
I hope
prime.
not.
You have to.
I've got hurt. I've got
Yeah.
hurt pretty bad, but I haven't got like straight like, you know, like I don't want to see a video or a text or nothing. Like I'm just like, you know, out of sight, out of mind. Whatever happened, happened.
You pull out your phone and your boy sends you a video of you. Oh my god, some crazy.
I would
shit.
rather. I hope I never have to go through that.
always thought about that. I was like, if you got married, dude, and then you got the footage, that would be the worst. Like,
Yeah,
did you
that would be
why-
awful for sure.
Why didn't you?
That
send
would
me
be
this?
really bad. That would be really
Why
bad.
couldn't you have sent me this before the fucking files were signed, son?
Yeah, hypothetically, yeah, that would be awful for sure.
Yeah, that would suck, dude. I used to shoot Indian weddings like crazy.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I used to work for this a company named Capturing Arts.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, bro. That's a different league.
It was 3 to 5 day weeks, 3 to 5 days of one wedding. It would be like
Yeah.
you ever been like, you know, Indian weddings?
You
sometimes
know,
they'd be
it's
3
different.
days,
It's
yeah.
like a fucking it's a whole like it's like a life savings in that. Like,
yeah.
I'm never like that shit's so much money. I'm never doing that shit.
Yeah, I remember like the first day would be like they'd bring a horse out and the guy would ride a horse with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
One time a guy was so rich, I think he had like a mini elephant or something. It was fucking nuts.
Yeah, no.
But all I could look forward to was the Indian weddings are cool because sometimes they'll have like a buffet style
Yeah,
serving.
yeah.
Like they have all the different curries.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got hip to Indian food. That was the best.
Mm-hmm.
There was like butter chicken tikka masala,
Mm-hmm.
and fucking deski and all that shit. And I was like, fuck yeah, bro. And I was just going crazy on that. I ended up in the toilet afterwards for like 2 hours. But
That's funny.
Indian food is the fucking shit, bro.
Yeah, it's legendary for sure.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite Indian dish?
Shit. Let me think.
Do your parents make Indian food? Do they?
Yeah, like I grew up eating Indian food.
So it's like nothing to you.
I mean, yeah, it's just like food. Yeah.
It's like normal to like just be like, all right, I get this every fucking day, like butter chicken and all that shit. Just
Yeah. My parents were vegetarians, so I didn't eat a lot of chicken. I ate some when I was like little, but like I think when I was like 13, I started eating meat again.
oh, so
Pause.
you're not vegetarian anymore? So you're not vegetarian anymore?
No. I think like one day when I was like 13, I just like went to B-dubs with my friends, and I was like, fuck it. I was like, all right.
What'd you think when you fucking started hitting the chicken wings?
I was like, fuck, this is sick. Like I've been missing out for sure. And it was crazy because like when you haven't ate meat in like 13 years, and then you have like chicken, it's like it's a whole different like flavor profile that like you haven't like. Yeah, like
But you weren't eating fish either? Were you not
no.
vegetarian? Wow.
It was just like no like animals.
Yeah. Yeah, I went vegetarian for 2 years. I just screwed up. I came back. I ate chicken, and then I was like, I can't. I ate some chicken wings from Jet's Pizza, and I was like, I can't go back to not eating chicken. This is insane. I keep telling myself I'm gonna go back, but I'm struggling, man.
No, I'm okay. I'm like fully okay with it.
You accepted it?
Yeah, it's just also like when I like went to college, I started learning about biology and shit. Like I learned like plants don't want to be eaten either. Like they evolve to not be like they evolve like spikes and shit to not be eaten. So it's like nothing wants to be eaten. So I feel like the ethical thing is just like, well, everything's living, and that's just like how like life works.
In India, it's not only just the ethical aspect. Obviously, cows are holy, but also that if you talk about prana and if you talk about energy system,
it's like a religious thing.
It impacts your energy system when you consume too much meat and chickens and stuff. Plus, it slows down like your response.
Yeah, it's not healthy.
Yeah, it's not healthy to eat it, obviously. So it's like there was a lot of elements to why in India it was like more people went towards vegetarianism, but it just tastes so fucking good, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fire. Like,
and it's convenient. Like when I was vegetarian, I was like, where do I find food, bro? Like where do I go to like get something that's fills you up? It was very hard, bro.
Yeah.
But Thai food made it easier. Thai food was
Thai food is fire.
Yeah, Thai food's killer, bro. I'm trying to figure out like what's gonna be the next trend of food. Like I think Korean food kind of
it is popping.
Yeah, it's popping right now.
A lot of Asian foods are popping right now.
Yeah. It feels healthier when you eat it, bro.
Yeah, I like Japanese food a lot.
You eat sushi a lot?
Not a lot, but I like to, yeah.
What Japanese food are you eating?
I like sushi. I'm just saying I don't eat it like a lot.
Yeah. They got pho is going crazy. They got ramen is going crazy again.
Yeah, ramen's always cool.
Big ramen bowls for like $18. It's wild, man. What do you do in your spare time?
It's literally all I do is school and music. That's pretty much it.
That's sick.
Yeah, I have like my couple hours of free time are like I usually drive to Michigan State every weekend because my boys that shoot my video, they both go to Michigan State because they study film there. So I'll like every weekend I'll usually go there and then we'll shoot, and then like my free time when I'm doing like fun shit is just like the couple hours after we shoot that like I don't know, we'll like go to a bar or something, just like chill.
What's your recording process like? Like, do you think on the fly or do you write shit down?
I usually write shit down. Like when I went to the studio with like RJ and Sweet, like I would have shit written. Like I would pull up with like I'd pull up with like 5-6 verses ready because I usually write like every day, so I always have verses ready.
Damn. So you're prepared as fuck. What was it like working with RJ Lamont?
It was cool. Like he's really smart too. Like he's just like a smart, nice guy. Like it was cool meeting with him, and he's just like he's also like older, so he just like put me onto a lot of shit that like I didn't know about. Like it's cool to talk to people that have like been working in music for a long time because they kind of know how it is, and you can kind of catch on to like how the game works from talking to him. So it was cool. Like he was just like a really cool, nice guy to work with, and he just like punched me. And we did like the first session we did like I just hopped in the booth. We did like 5 songs like in like probably 20-30 minutes, and it was just like cool as hell.
Jesus. Yeah,
that was like the first time I've been like I was like physically tired from rapping. That's the first time that's happened because I was just like I would just hop in and I'd record and do the whole verse, and then I'd hop out and he'd be like, all right, let's do another one, and just kept going. But yeah, that was a cool ass moment. Like it was a lot of fun. Like but he's like a super nice guy. Like everybody I've worked with has been like super nice and respectful. But everyone's cool as hell.
Amazing. RJ's been in the game for so long, man. And it's part of the reason he's been in the game is because of how humble and chill he is, dude.
Yeah.
Like he helped create so many sounds for Detroit music. He's helped spread the word of Detroit music, getting it across the country. And
his production is like stupid too. Like when I first pulled up to his studio and he was just playing me shit, I was like, bro, like having access to these beats is just like a cheat code. Because I've been like, I love all my producers, and like I've been working with producers forever, and I'm just like, that like my shit is cool, but it's like when I have access to like his type of production, I'm just like, yo, this shit is different. Like you just did like 75% of the work for me by having that type of beat ready for me. So it's like if I just like fucking walk on this, it's like that shit's already, shit already sounds good.
Yeah, bro, he's masterful.
Yeah,
like,
he's cool as fuck.
Super masterful, man. You work with Danny G too, man. Talk about the collaboration with Danny G.
Yeah, Danny's cool as fuck. He's funny as hell too. Yeah. Like he's really funny. Me and my boy Louis pulled up to, I think we recorded at RJ's studio that time. I think both times we did 2 songs. But yeah, he's cool as hell. He's also just like a super nice guy. Like everybody in that circle has been like just like super nice and will just like give me free game and shit. Like they just like I just like try and learn from them because they've been in this shit way longer than I have, obviously. So it's like it's cool to have those people around me that I just get to like soak up information from. But
What's it like when you talk to people that support you and that are fans of the music? What kind of conversations do you guys normally have? Do they point out like the lyricism, or like what do they point out the most to you?
Yeah, most people like it for the lyricism, obviously, because like I don't have like a rapper voice. Like I don't have like a fucking like Pop Smoke ass like deep voice where it's like, oh yeah, like you, like where it's like, oh like you, my voice isn't like built for rap. It's like more like fucking Danny Brown when it's like squeaky as hell. So like yeah, I think most people like it for the lyricism. Yeah, just because I think my lyrics are funny and shit. But a lot of people just like how it sounds. I think people have talked about my beat selection a lot. Like when I'm in like meetings and shit, people will say like I have really good beat selection, which I guess a lot of rappers don't have. So people like that. Yeah, but I would say definitely like what people grab onto the most is the lyrics for sure.
It's sick, man.
But yeah, I'm trying to get the sound to where it's also as good as the lyrics. But that's a work in progress.
Everything takes time.
Yeah.
The consistency and the amount of viewership and support you have just leads to like an explosion happening.
Mm-hmm.
Just a matter of time.
Yeah, I'm just saying consistent. I'm trying to get shit out like all the time. So I'm always working.
It is insane to watch. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like,
Thank you, bro.
Shit's crazy.
Yeah.
There's people who like kill to be in your position. You know what I mean? As an upcoming rapper, like, people just want like a fucking fan base, man. Even if it's 100 people just consistently supporting them. Like, can I just get 100 people?
No, dude, yeah, the people that fuck with me like really fuck with me. So I really like appreciate it. Like everybody, like the people that are like follow me like are very like supportive and will like always be commenting on shit and will like DM me and just like saying super nice things to me. So it's like, yeah, I really fuck with like everybody. Like, yeah, obviously like I like everybody that follows me. Everybody's been super nice. Like,
no,
yeah, it's only been a couple people that's on like some weird
like,
shit.
I don't know where you and Cluner start beefing. Like, fucking.
No, I'd never beef with Cluner, bro. Cluner's like the first person to ever put me on. So like, I'll always have respect for Cluner, especially just like as an artist. Like, he's been doing this shit for so long. Like, he's pioneered so much shit. Like, Cluner's a goat.
But even if you guys fake beefed, I'd still support it.
Yeah,
I'd still treat it like it's a real beef.
Yeah, only if it was for the bag.
Yeah, if it was for the bag.
Yeah.
Like,
If we were both getting a bag off it, yeah.
People like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, I don't think people want to see that.
Did you ever see people start mimicking you or copying you after you started doing what you were doing?
I think people have copied like a lot of the DJ shit, but at the same time, it's like it's also like easier to do. So it's like I'm not gonna get upset about that. Like, it's just at the end of the day, it's just like influence. So it's like I feel like if people can easily copy what you do, it's not that impressive anyway. So it's like when people were copying like the DJ mashups I was doing, I was like, all right, well, it's like clearly if any kid can like put together a mashup and go viral, like it's like, all right, this isn't that crazy of a skill anyway. So I don't get like upset about it. Like, it's, if anything, it's just like cool that like people think it's cool enough to copy or whatever. I don't think anybody's really copied like the rap stuff, or like I've seen people that like have said I've influenced them, or like people DM me and be like, yo, you inspired me to make this song or whatever, but nobody's just like straight copying. Like, I haven't seen anything be like, yo, you're like biting. Like,
yeah,
I think everybody's been pretty chill about it, or like even if anybody is, I don't think it's got like a lot of views anyway, so it's like I'm not losing anything from any of that anyway.
I like that approach though, man. It's like if you're doing something that other people can do, it's time to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to like triumph that, right?
Yeah, that's why the DJ stuff is cool, but it's like, all right, if anybody can do these mashups, it's like, all right, how impressive is that really? Like, I guess I do have like some of the most viral ones, which is different. Like, that is cool, but at the same time, I think like having people respond to my music is more like impressive, and it's more fun because it's actually like me. Like, I think people get attached to my personality more because it's like there's not really a lot of personality in like a mashup. It's kind of you're just using the two fan bases of those audiences and putting those together. So I think it's a lot more impressive to have your own music, but it's also just like I don't like, there is DJs that do that, but it's like I've only been DJing for like a year, so it's like how impressive am I going to be at that point? Like, I'd have to put in a lot more hours.
I think you're probably like a natural talent, right? And it's like, you know, sometimes that just ends up working out for people pretty quickly. Because a lot of people in the entertainment industry are people who are learning along the way. Like, they're learning their craft, they're learning their sound and stuff. But some people who are super soaked with creativity can kind of come out the gate and grab an audience really fast. Because there's people who've been doing this way longer than you that don't have the fan base that you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's that's why entertainment's so weird. It does not have one linear way of working. There's a billion different ways it can work, you know.
And it comes in waves too. Like it's some weeks I'll get like a couple million views, and then the next week I'll get like a couple 100,000. So it's like
Still chilling though, bro. A couple 100,000 for crazy shit, bro.
Yeah, but it's like at the end of the day, like when you really understand like what people that work in this industry are doing, it's like a couple 100,000 is not shit at the end of the day.
As a starting artist, that is a lot though.
Yeah. I guess it's cool for where I'm at, but it's like if I'm really trying to do anything with it, it's like that can't be the goal. That's just like that's how it is. It's like you can't think about the average. That's like not, I feel like in anything that's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah,
it's like even in school, if I'm like, all right, well I'm above the average, it's like, all right, well you got to be in the 1% if you want to get to this job you want to get. So it's like so it doesn't matter if it's like, oh, whatever artist would kill to have the views you want. It's like, all right, well I got to do better than what I did last week. I'm not worried about what other people. That's
the problem with social media, is it made people content with like low like engagement.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, dude, I got 100,000 views, bro. I'm set, and like you walk around feeling crazy about yourself.
Yeah.
But like you said, you want to get to the 1 percentile of the mainstream or the widespread, where you're making serious money and getting massive exposure at the same time. Everybody gets content with hood fame. Hood fame is a disease, bro. Hood fame makes you really think you made it. Like all your boys are coming around you. You might go to Oakland Mall and people are saying what up to you. And it's like, yo, man, I'm set.
Like, bro, no, it doesn't do shit. It's like, yeah, I make money off it, but it's not like, it's not stupid money. Like I'm very, very upfront with how much money I make off this. Like it's cool, but it's not like, I'm not set for life, obviously.
Well, you monetize on TikTok? Yeah,
TikTok's like where I make the most of my money, and then I also like make money off features and all that. It's
so
like
you charge for features right now?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's like features, and then like I've just got to the point where I'm making a little bit off streaming, but it's still like compared to everything else, it's really not shit.
Have you been doing shows?
I've been doing. I got booked for some DJ shows. I haven't done a lot. I've done like one rap show, and it was like okay. I mean, it was fun, but like. I think it's the DJ shows are easier just because like people don't have to know you to enjoy that. The rap stuff is like, I might be able to at this point. I don't know. I don't know what like the actual. I don't know what the like breakdown is of where like how much of an audience I need to do a show, but I haven't done like a big one yet.
You just combined with other artists, right? Like you do a show with like 5 other artists, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'd be down to do one, but I haven't really yet. But like if somebody hits me up or like a booking manager wants me on some shit, yeah.
So you pretty much have a decent understanding of how the industry works up to this point, right? Like enough to maneuver and get by and figure things out. Like
yeah, I mean like I'm always still learning. Like I've only been doing this I've only like actually had an audience for like probably a year. So it's like I'm always like learning new shit. Like I don't have as much knowledge as like all the people I'm working with that have been like doing this professionally for like 10, 15 years. So
Jesus,
I don't like to say like I have a good understanding, because it's like everybody around me understands the shit better than I do anyway.
Yeah.
But I think.
But you're not coming in blind. Like,
no, yeah, like I've picked up some things for sure. Yeah.
No doubt.
But like it's also like I'm just always trying to do better than what I did like last week. So that's why when it's like people are like, oh, you did like 1 million whatever views, like yeah, but it's like I didn't do that this week, so like that doesn't matter.
That's a beautiful way to think, man.
It's like athletes are always like, you're only as good as your last game. I like to think about it that way. So it's like if I had a song that got like 1 million views or some shit, it's like that doesn't matter because that was like last month. Yeah. So it's like if I didn't do that this month, then I fell off, and that sucks.
If you ever see my DMs, dude, for people to try to get an interview, it's always like people bringing up shit from 2012. Do you know what I was doing in 2003, bro? Like I was on top of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, who gives a fuck? Like, what's happening right now?
Yeah. I'm like, I try and like keep myself at the same level, because it's like, yeah, if I did like, if I really wanted to like be a dick about it, like, yeah, I could say like, oh, I made like these mashups that got like, these literally have hundreds of million views on these mashups or whatever. But like, I guess if you accumulate the sound views or whatever. But it's like, I mean, that doesn't matter because that was August 2024. Like, who cares about that now?
Yeah.
It's like if I post a video this week that gets like 1 million views, if next week it gets 100,000 views, it's like, all right, people have already forgot about this shit. Like, everything moves so fast, so it doesn't really matter like what I did a month ago.
That's the mindset that you kind of gotta have, man.
Yeah.
What do you play video games or anything? Do you do anything outside of music in school?
I play like Madden sometimes. I really haven't in like a couple months, but Madden is probably the only like game I play for.
So when you go home, you're literally just like, yo, study music and then go to sleep. Like you keep your life super simple. That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you meditate and do yoga?
No, not really.
Damn, your parents must hate your ass.
My mom tried to get me to go. Well, like when I was in like I think in elementary school or middle school, like when I was probably like 10 through 13, like all my teachers thought I had like ADHD and shit, because I would just be like, I don't know, I was just like a dick in class. Like I was just being a disturbance to everybody else.
Yeah.
So people always thought I had like ADHD or whatever. So my mom she would like take me to her yoga class with her, and then I just disturbed people there, so she stopped taking me.
Oh my God, you were pissing the yoga people off?
Yeah, because I don't know. I think I just like didn't want to do it. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of like being a dickhead, but I was like also 12, so it's like when you're 12, you're gonna be a dickhead.
Were you getting suspended a lot and shit?
I got like a in-school suspension, not like a for real like out-of-school suspension. I got like an in-school suspension. I got like some detentions, but just like nothing. I got like a Saturday detention.
No, that's it. That ain't shit.
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's like I was just like being a dick. I wasn't getting into fights or anything. Like,
bro, I was getting suspended 2 weeks at a time. Like literally
2 weeks.
Yeah,
Damn.
because you could only get suspended for 2 weeks, or else you get expelled basically. So
2
like,
weeks is crazy. I thought they only do that shit for like 3 days. Or maybe it was different.
It was
when you were in
different
school.
kind of that time. Yeah, it was basically the worst crime you could commit was a 2 week suspension.
Oh, okay.
And so
no, I never got suspended like for real. Like I was just constantly doing little shit.
Bro, you'd find me in the principal's office every day at my school. Like literally every fucking day. Like there wasn't a day where I wasn't. And then I dropped out in 11th grade because I was like, bro, I'm pretty sure I'm so I was just like, let me get out of here.
That's funny. No, I wasn't like doing anything crazy like fighting people or like I don't know what people do, like fucking pull pranks or whatever. Like I was just like,
yeah, fighting gets you suspended.
Yeah.
Like constantly disturbing the class.
I just like would not shut the fuck up. Like I just would keep talking when it's not my turn to talk.
Did you have friends and stuff? Like, did you have like a community of?
I low key did not have a lot of friends in in middle school. I low key had no friends. I was just talk.
Really?
Dude, I was just annoying as hell. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm super open about it. Like I was just annoying as fuck.
Damn.
But yeah, it's fine. Like
was it West Bloomfield High?
No, I went to Walled Lake schools.
Oh, Wild Lake.
Yeah,
okay,
I went to Walled Lake Central. In Walled Lake Central, I had friends. Like when I got to high school, I made friends.
But middle
it's
school
like-
was the tough part.
I mean, everyone's a weirdo in middle school. I don't think
Oh yeah, middle school was weird, man. Because
that's
it was
just
like
how it is for everyone, though.
it was a hard time to find, like, because I think in elementary you only really have like 2 teachers, right? Normally, like you don't
only got,
have like
one.
a bunch of different teachers. Then out of nowhere you jump into figuring out like now you have like 7 different fucking teachers. You don't really get to like communicate with anybody or like stick to a certain group of people.
Yeah.
Then by high school you kind of figure out like, all right, you kind of figure out like just stay around small groups, like just figure out who the fuck you're cool with or whatever.
Mhm.
But school was weird, man. It's hard to.
No, in high school I was still annoying, but I had some friends. But I was still like, I was just annoying as hell. And like looking back, I was for sure just disturbing other people and making other people's life harder. So I'm not gonna like sit here and lie and be like, oh, they were fucking hating on me. Like no, like I was being a dick for sure.
Yeah. That's probably why your mom was like, let's get this guy to yoga and meditation. Because
I just would not shut up. Yeah.
I started yoga in 2016. My guru is Sadhguru, and I went to Atlanta and I learned like 3 different seminars. I went to 3 different seminars of his to learn Shambhavi Mahamudra, which is like a 31-minute practice. And I've been doing it every day since then, and it's like, man, this shit changed my fucking life.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea. Like,
Yeah.
I probably could do it now. I just haven't done it. I haven't really thought about it, but
Man.
it's probably a good idea. I'm sure.
Yeah, it helps organize you. But like you seem like a super organized dude. Like you're fucking in school. You're getting. I'm assuming you're getting great fucking grades and shit. You're about to get your bachelor's in neuro fucking science. Like you're probably chilling.
Yeah, I have good grades. Yeah, I'm hoping. I mean, I'm not gonna. I have good grades.
Yeah. It's not like your mom's about to watch this and be like, is this motherfucker lying to me?
No. If I didn't have good grades, they would not be cool with the rap shit. So it's like that you can use that logic. I have good grades.
What are you gonna do after the bachelor's?
I'm gonna take a gap year and then probably go to med school after that.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
So nothing surgical, right? It's just gonna be like study, like the research end of neuroscience.
No, I mean I would end up doing surgery eventually. Yeah.
You would really?
Yeah.
How does it go? Like, what's the next steps? Like, how does it go?
Well, you do like 4 years of med school, and then you got to do residency, and then like sometimes you got to do like a fellowship. So that's like 8 years minimum. If you're gonna do like, it'd probably be like low key 10 to 12 years or something like that.
So what type of patients would you normally have when you get to the ultimate career? Like what would the career be called? Like you would be a
neurosurgery.
You would be a neuroscientist, or would it be?
It would be probably neurosurgery.
Neurosurgery. But what would you be classified as? Like just a
neurosurgeon? Yeah.
A neurosurgeon. Holy
Yeah.
shit! And what do they primarily like? Like what is their primary task? Is like what's the most disability or whatever they find like what is like the specialty?
I think
for
a common one is probably like tumors, like removing tumors.
Yeah.
But also I'm probably not a good person to ask because I'm not a neurosurgeon. So I wouldn't know that well. But like I know removing tumors is common, or like there's like blood clots and shit. Like you got to figure that shit out and clean that up when you have like internal bleeding and stuff like that.
Guys, so you're down with it?
Yeah, I mean it's a grind, but it's like I don't know, nothing that's like dope is gonna be easy. So
Do you think if you become a millionaire, you're gonna want to still make music, or do you think you're
yeah,
too
I'll always
busy?
still be making music. I'm not planning on stopping. In
That'd
any
be the
capacity.
craziest thing, a rapping fucking neurosurgeon.
Yeah, I told my mom, I was like, I'll be the first rapper with an MD, and she was like, okay, like she thought it was she thought it was like being funny, and I was like, okay, so I was like, all right, I'll show you.
That's heat.
Yeah.
You're about to be showing your mixtape to the fucking clients.
No,
and-
my mom's cool though. She's very supportive. She's not a hater. She's
legendary.
Cool. Yeah, my mom's a goat.
You want to announce your projects one more time that you got coming up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have like anything like names for shit yet, but like I put out music weekly, so it's like if you just go on my Instagram, Ankith Woods, Ankith Woods, like it's always new music on there. I'm posting snippets every day, usually a new song every week, but I got a project coming up for sure. Definitely will have projects throughout this year. Hopefully get on some live shows. I'm doing Columbus on March 1st. If you want to pop out to that. If anybody that watches this lives in Columbus, I don't know. I know you're Michigan.
We have Ohio followers. Yeah.
Okay. If you're in Ohio, I'm doing Columbus on March 1st. But yeah. I don't have anything like a project or anything to announce, but like I got new music coming out every week for sure.
Appreciate you doing this, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah, of course. When I seen you, I was like, this dude's going places. He's fucking hilarious. He's fucking got it going. Where like I just wanted to kick it with you, bro, and have like a good podcast. And seeing how Detroit's kind of embracing the sounds, and people like Kluner and everybody are vouching for you. It's a good time to have a fresh new take in the scene. So
Thank you. I
appreciate
appreciate that.
We're at Parallel Sound Studio, High Level Visual, shooting these productions. We're out. Peace.